Like, can you really hold a head seconds hold like that without breaking the form? Talk to anyone like me, and if you can, well, you're ready to go for the next level. So now, if you cannot hold a great 8 seconds, you need to work on this first. That's the first thing you should know. Then after that, when you master the 8 seconds and talk, breathe, not breaking the form, and you go over 10 seconds and even more than that. Now, the next thing to know, the next level. So the more challenge you do without breaking the form, the more gains you're gonna gain. If you get too much comfortable in your position, well, it is a great thing to do, but if it's not the goal, the final goal, well, you're leaving gains on the, over the table, and I think it's time to move to something more challenging. So first thing, you hold the 8 seconds. After that, what you can do is challenge yourself again with the tuck hold, but this time you hold it and you extend your hips, you open up your hips, or you open up a little bit of your leg and you bring it back to the tuck hold. So everything, all the exercise I would suggest to do would be at the low bar, not at the pull-up bar. Why? Because when you're right here, you do not raise yourself to the position. You can go at the pull-up bar, but then you're gonna have to pretty much you're gonna have to raise yourself to the position, so you're gonna use a lot of more energy for that. But here, you don't have to. All you have to do is just lay yourself down right here, and you go and tuck. That's it. After you do everything on the low bar, after you master the tuck hold, you master tuck hold with extend your leg and bring it back to tuck position, and you master all of those two exercises. The next thing is start to do the tuck pull-up front lever, all right? If that's another level, that would be pretty much doing this. Because the thing is, not only you're gonna change yourself on the static movement, but you're gonna rep your position and bring yourself up as a pull-up, and then don't break the form and go down. That's the most challenging thing you can do. And you rep the move. And the more you rep something, the more you gain from it, all right? You're gonna build up some strength at the beginning, and at the long term, you're gonna manage to do more sets, around 3 sets, 4 sets, and more rep. So more rep, like we're talking about like 8 rep to 4 sets, and you're gonna build up strength. You're gonna build up muscle. But at the beginning, you're gonna start to do 2 sets and 5 rep around that, which is still a great thing to do. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, that's it. But you leave too much gains on the table. So what we can do to get all those gains, we can use a band. You hook it on the bar, and you can finish up your workout, your set, your rep for the roll. So there's 3 levels to do it. You can do it right here, stand up, and as a roll, you want the pull at the same area like it was for a tuck. So pretty much close to the hips. Or you can go lower, and you can be in, I call it the invisible chair, and you pull, same area. Well, let's say you're not comfortable with that position, but you want to focus more on the pulling. So you bring yourself, knees on the ground, and what you can do is just using only your arms and pull at the same area, like this. But I'm leaning back, but if you want to really be using all the gains, all the great position for the pull is pretty much like this. Or another variation you can use is be like this and pull. And your hands also You always want to simulate if you're using the bar, so you can hook up like this, your hands position, doing like this. And here we go. So that's like the 3 level. You can do some roll with band to finish up your workout for tuck, hold, pull up. We overcome pretty much all the challenge at the low bar, and we focus, like I said from the beginning, we save all the energy for the position. But now when we master the tuck hold, we can pretty much challenge ourselves, because we challenge ourselves about extend the leg and bringing back the leg at tuck position. We challenge ourselves when it's all about do some pull-up tuck, and now we can challenge ourselves now do some raise tuck pull-up. So now we're combining a bunch of part of the front lever and a tuck. So we're gonna go to the pull-up part section, and we're gonna raise ourselves to the tuck pull-up, and then when we start from that, we're gonna do some pull-up at the tuck position. At the beginning, maybe it's not gonna be easy, but you can use some momentum. So you can use momentum to bring yourself as a tuck hold, and after that you can pull yourself as a pull-up. But the more and more you're doing that, and the more you get used to the exercise, the more you get stronger, you can start to control every part of the movement, which you're gonna start as, let's say, as a raised knee position, and then you're gonna raise yourself to the tuck position, and after that, you're gonna hold it and pull as a tuck pull-up. And then the more you do that, the more you're in control, and the more you are a master for the tuck hold for the front lever. Raise, tuck, hold, pull up. The final boss exercise to how to master the tuck hold for the front lever progression. Like I said, to master something, you have to do more and more and more rep on it. That's what most of half of the exercise are pretty much hold and repetition. Because when you only focus on static hold, you're leaving too much gains on the table, because you still have energy for more exercise, maybe not at this level or static exercise, but you can do rep and set. So that's why those exercises are the ones I like. Or you can challenge yourself when you do this basic static hold position, and that's why I prefer those exercises, because they are closer to any movement when it's all about doing the front lever. So you want to do the front lever, you have to extend your leg, and you need to hold the position, and you have to raise yourself a lot of time for the position, all right? Because most of the time we find more pull-up bar than low bar, like dip bar. But like I said, it's all about challenge yourself. That's it. For Gains for Glory, allow the back exercise for front lever goal. It's Gains, let's work.